Alright, everything appears to be in order, so let's get started. Yo, peoples, Kyushu92 here, and welcome to more Borderlands, because today marks the start of Borderlands 3, beginning to lead up to its own 2-year anniversary of the game's release, and there's been numerous updates for the game, numerous hotfixes, and tons of content that this game has released leading up to these 2 years. And it starts out with Loot the Universe. This was an event that they had last year, where over the course of the next couple of weeks, select locations are going to be dropping a ton more legendaries more often, and they're all going to have their own areas where they're going to be dropping them specifically, such as certain locations on one planet will drop one type of weapon or gear piece more often than anything else. So this is the perfect chance for you to try and farm for something that you would normally have to go to one specific location for. Now you can farm for it a lot easier during these places. Now, mind you, since this is basically a repeat of last year's Loot the Universe event, it means that all the locations are still the same. And starting out this week until, I believe, August, if I'm reading this correctly, starting off from now all the way to August. Hold on, let me pull up the feed because I had it up here before, so that way I don't give you any misinformation. Here we go. So starting from August 12th all the way up to September 9th, there will be different locations where they're going to be giving you more legendaries and more specific gear. So to be more specific, starting from August 12th to August 19th, Pandora will be the place where legendaries are going to be dropping a ton more from different places. And since it's basically the repeat of last year's, the places where you're going to be getting gear drops is the droughts will be dropping the character mods and SMGs. Ascension Peak will be dropping sniper rifles. Devil's Razor will be dropping assault rifles and grenade mods. Conrad's Hold will be dropping SMGs exclusively. Well, you're going to be getting more SMGs dropping from there. Not just SMGs are going to be the only one that drops there, but you're going to have more SMG drops from that place. Splinterlands will have more pistols than anything. Carnivora will have more assault rifles and shields. Guts of Carnivora will have heavy weapons, and Cathedral of the Twin Gods will have artifacts and shotguns. So that's the place that you want to go. Let me go ahead and loot where I am reading this from, so that way you guys can actually be ready for the next planet that they add to it. So there you go. There's a place that I went to. It's basically the same. So you guys can know exactly where to go, so that way, just in case if you missed what I said beforehand, you guys can just go there, bookmark it, and you have a comprehensive list of where to go in order to get what you're going after. What I'm focusing on is trying to get my hands on some good character mods, specifically for my my Amara, specifically, because this is my elemental Amara, where the whole purpose is just to melt everything. And I'm still working on my new Moze. I'm still working on her. But this is I want to get a good Phase Zerker mod that puts more emphasis on elemental damage, because I had some drop. I had this one drop, but it lowered my, I want to say it's called Conflux. Yeah, it lowered my Conflux, which I actually don't want to happen. I don't need it to do wildfire too often, but I need more conflux, which means it increases the chances of me applying just some random status effect to enemies. So this is the perk that I really want to have more of overall.
Wizard lady!
So we're going to focus on trying to get our hands on some good conflux mods.
My fists are ready.
And I'm also working on my vault card progress as well, so I can unlock the Schluter for her as well, because I don't have enough keys in order to get the Schluter for her. Alright, so we got I might need to re-roll. Ooh! Did we get a Phaserker? No, we got a Nimbus. Oh, perfect, a boss. Thank you. Alright, so auditing Crossroad, Spike Shell, red card, and Destructo Spinner. Does anyone even really use the Destructo Spinner? Let's be honest here. Okay, like I said, since we're here in the droughts, SMGs and class mods will be dropping more than anything when it comes to legendaries. Now, other legendaries will still drop, it's just that class mods and SMGs will be falling more than anything else. And what I'm looking for specifically is a good Phaserker mod. Because otherwise I would have to go to the trials in order to get my hands on a certain Phaserker mod from the boss that comes from the Trial of Fervor, I want to say. Might have to re-roll in order to get rid of these damaging beams when I'm close to enemies. Those have actually been a little bit more detrimental than I would like to admit. But I'm also keeping my eyes out on anything useful that I can use for my Moze, such as, what you doing out there? High capacity assault weapon, so as many shreddifiers as I can get. Also, you know, picking up as much Iridium as I can get as well. Also, there's going to be an event popping up. Hold on, let me pull it up here. Where more Iridium is going to drop. September 9th through the 16th is where more Iridium is going to drop. And September 9th through the 16th as well will also make it so that regardless of what mayhem modifier you're playing, it'll all have the easy mods on them. So you could play mayhem 10 from September 9th to the 16th. And it'll only have the easy modifiers on there, like Loot Explosion. Basically, incredibly beneficial modifiers. Those will be the only thing on that. So you basically can just breeze through Mayhem 10 without having to worry about any of those detrimental modifiers there for you. Just in case you didn't know. Alright, so Disciplined Ripper. Engulfing Phasor. Not what I need. We'll kill these guys and keep it moving. Yeah, I might have to re-roll because this beam can be far more annoying than it needs to be. Oh, did we get something good? Solitary Breaker, SMG... Okay, no, we didn't get anything good. At least not that one. Whoa! Who told you could get close to me? Who told you could dare? Fire Sale Long Musket. Fire Sale E-Long Musket. Okay, so there were two of them down there. Did I kill them already? I think I might have killed him already. Just from the ricochet damage. Oh, hello there. Okay, let me see how my card is progressing. I still need to kill more enemies with corrosive weapons. But I got a chest. Please give me more keys. Oh, you gave me Iridium. I'll use that. But I do need more keys, though. If you can give me more keys so I can unlock this Schluter, then I'll take it. But no enemies drop what I was looking for. This Soul Render has been very useful with me progressing my card forward just a little bit. Wow, I got that much Iridium? I wasn't even paying attention and I already have that much already. Okay, I got everything I basically need from this area. Let's move on. I do need a vehicle, though. I wonder if some of these skags can drop anything good. We can see, but there's no guarantees.
Oh, you just made a big mistake. Coursing through my veins.
Soul Render has become a lot more powerful with the recent hotfixes. Oh yeah, the Soul Render is extremely powerful now. I probably should have brought a ride over here, but this is fine.
Don't move. Ready to unleash this power.
And apparently someone ran into a glitch where they would smash one of these iridium piles and the iridium pile would just respawn right there on the spot, and they kept smashing it and it kept reappearing. I haven't had that happen in my game. I don't know if that's exclusive to people playing on PC or Xbox, since I play on PlayStation. But the prospect of an infinite iridium pile, it's a bit appealing to me, I'm not gonna lie.
For a moment, I thought you might be a challenge.
Oh, he's dead already. Okay. And here's the thing. This soul render, I don't even have like a really good anointment on there, like a consecutive hits or magazine after my skill ends deals set elemental damage type. So I might need to re-roll this one, see if I can get something better than while active skill is active, deal more weapon damage against named enemies and, you know, the bosses and different types like that. Because as much as I like this anointment, it is not what you would call an anointment people go after for endgame. Consecutive or... Okay, what did we get? Another Elong musket again. Action skill end, deal more damage.
I hit you, you hit the ground.
Oh, legendary dropped over here. Ooh, Phaserker? Nah, it's an elementalist. I need Phaserker, if you please. And I need you to stay away from me. Ooh, we got more legendaries. And another class mod. Phaserker, please be Phaserker. Solitary Breaker. Oh, you disappoint me. You disappoint me so much. All I want is one thing from you.
I've got something for that.
Not often that I see piles directly next to each other like that, but I'll take it. Alright, let's see if Crowley can drop something good. Get off of my phone, scams. There we go. And here's the thing, this Amara, she's not my strongest character. That lies with Zane and my Moze. I could easily wipe the floor with any of these guys in seconds with either of those two characters. I'm trying to get this Amara since she's my first character that I played this game with, way back when this game released. So I'm trying to get her to that omnipotent point. But that's why I'm trying to farm for a good class mod for her now, so that way I can get her exactly what she needs to be strong. Alright. So we got a couple of drops here. Let's see what we got. Destructo Spinner, pass. Dangerous Devoted, pass. Extended Sleeping Giant, Another class mod. Elementalist, action skill damage, action skill cooldown. The only offset one is the grenade damage. Oh, we got another one. Please be Phaserker. Okay, pistol damage, shotgun damage, and Jacob's weapon damage. But it lowers my conflux though. Man, that's the thing. I need it to raise my conflux. I don't need it to lower it because that's where a ginormous amount of my damage comes from. I'll take it, however, simply because of those skills. Too bad you can't re-roll class mods, but then again, people would just be re-rolling it constantly all the time. So I guess it's fine for now. Grab this iridium piece, and then we'll head off in another location here in the droughts and see if we can get anything else to drop. So I'm going to fast travel over here. I will make sure that when we go to Sanctuary in order to drop off some loot, I'm turning the music down, because the last time I tried to stream Borderlands here, it claimed me because of the Sanctuary theme music that was playing in the background. I'm not about to have that happen again. I would like to keep my stuff monetized. Stop trying to take my stuff from me.
Let's make this quick, yeah?
So they done blew up my car. Alright. So you all have proclaimed your own death then. You do realize this is not going to end well for you, right?
You're welcome.
Butcher's also really good too. Woo! Ripper. I need class mods. That's the only reason why I'm here in the droughts. Okay. Elementalist. And a grenade. I need class mods. Don't you dare deny me. Don't have time for you. I actually got kind of a good butcher. While Grasp's active weapon damage is increased by 150. Yeah, I got a pretty good butcher here. It doesn't have any elements on it, however. But I guess that's fine, which means it'll be effective against everything. Alright, let's see what we got. Sniper rifle no one uses. Elementalist. Nimbus. Tech support. Another sleeping giant. See, y'all keep giving me these elementalists and y'all keep giving me these nimbuses. While under 50% health, deal additional radiation damage. Yeah, I'll take it just because. Just because. I probably won't use it, but I want to have it. So I'll take it. Doesn't have the mods I'm looking for, however. Yo, Cohagen, what is going on? How you doing today? Just passing by? Well, it's good to see you regardless. Nothing of value in there. The Loot the Universe deal that they have for Borderlands is going on right now as they're leading up to their 2-year anniversary for the game. So we're just doing a little bit of farming. Have I played with a flak? I have, but I have not ascended my flak to the levels that I have my Moze and Zane. Because you see my Moze and Zane, right? They're just ridiculously broken beyond all relief. All belief, not relief. But I haven't got flak there yet. I'm trying to find a good build for him that'll actually make him as strong as everyone else. I mean, I got him close, but not to the level where I can expect to take him in with a Hemovorus and just expect to come out alive. That's the only thing. And I'm trying to get my Amara to that level as well, because she's not quite there yet either. Even though she's my very first character, she is not there yet to the point where I could just solo everything with just her. She's close, but she could be better. Alright, I can come over here. I keep forgetting. Where's the Demoscorgon? Not Demoscorgon, Demogorgon. There it is.
Waves against the ropes. Weak.
And they're all dead. Nice. Crossroads. Ooh, radiation and increased damage against enemies with high health. I'll take that. Probably would have been better if it had consecutive hits on it, but beggars cannot be choosers. Cold Warrior. Phaserker. Okay, splash damage radius would be fantastic, but the fact that it lowers my conflux is what kills it for me. It's what kills it for me. I just wanted to have either keep the conflux stat the same, just play it on Mayhem 1 because you have a potato computer. I can understand that. This game do be give you a whole bunch of loot all at once, so it can definitely affect your system if you have a whole bunch going on. But if it didn't lower my conflux, then I would consider getting this mod. But what I'm shooting for, your casual, that I completely respect. Me, on the other hand, I'd go in for the full damage, murk everything, destroy everything type build. And that kind of... You know what? When you gain so much power in this game, every other way you play is basically casual. Because it took me a while to get some of these characters to the level that they are now, and trying to get the right anointments for these characters took a considerable amount of time too. If you finish a character, you skip to another. That's kind of me on an occasion. But if I'm having a lot of fun with a character and I'm just wrecking shop with them, I might stick with them for a long while. I've only started making new characters because back then, before I started realizing just how useful builds can be, I would resort to constantly re-rolling my skill points on a singular character just to try out different builds. And I just kept wondering, man, I gotta do something else with this. So I decided, you know, why waste my time spending money trying, in-game money, mind you, spend my money trying to try out different builds on a singular character when I can make multiple characters that fit one specific build, and it can accomplish everything I need. Like this Amara, straight elemental damage, melt everything, burn everything, just turn everything into just puddles of leftover human remains, while my other Amara is specifically for melee damage. Punch everything until it dies. And actually, my melee Amara is more powerful than my elemental Amara, simply because of the way her stats are built with her skill tree. They pretty much made it so that she's kind of really broken. I'm still trying to do it the best way I can with that build so that I don't die instantly whenever I punch someone, because when I punch people, they explode. And when they explode, that explosion hurts me as well. You never use melee? Melee can actually be quite powerful depending on how you build it. It can be quite strong. You like Jacob's sniper rifles? Jacob's sniper rifles are extremely good, especially if you put it in Zane's hands or Flack's hands. They can be exceptionally powerful. Find it funny to use melee build in a shooter. Hey, I find it funny as well in a game where your main method of defeating enemies is shooting them with wild, crazy guns, but people have found out how to just punch things until they die. I mean, it works. It really does work. I need to go to that location over there because they got enemies. See if I can at least get one Berserker mod. That's not the goal for today. We're just playing through, checking out what legendaries are dropping from where. And you know what? It's actually been quite a while since I streamed using my Elgato rather than using the broadcast feature for this system. But this is easier for me because at least my microphone is close to my face and I don't have to lean in a certain direction when it comes to my Elgato. The only difference between streaming with my Elgato software and this is that my voice sounds like it's on a headset microphone, whereas if I was streaming with my Elgato, it would be like with the professional mic that you guys tend to hear me use whenever I do any of my live streams or my videos. But who's ready for Black Panther to release next week for Avengers? Yay! Oh, it's gonna be an interesting sight to see. You like shooters? Ain't nothing wrong with that. If the shooter is good, I'll look into it. Though I'm still undecided about playing Call of Duty Warzone because Battle Royale is just not my thing, to be honest. You like shooters, so you're not interested in it? I don't blame you. I don't know what to really call Avengers since it doesn't really accomplish the goal of being what it is, which is what it calls itself, an action looter. But, you know, 10 months after launch and the loot still isn't all that good. So, I kind of wonder about that title it's trying to hold there. Quit that screaming. Quit that crying. And you like World of Tanks, but you're kind of overburned. How is World of Tanks? Because you see it all the time on like videos and ads and stuff. I just wonder, is World of Tanks really that good?
That's all you've done.
Like a foot taller.
You know where the class mods drop at Pandora? Incomplete? I got you back right here. So since the Loot the Universe event that's going on right now is basically the same as it was last year, all the locations are the same. I actually, you know what? Hold on. Let me pin the link so you can see it up in chat. Just basically go there and it'll tell you all the locations of where all the mods and all the weapons will drop. Droughts, which is where I'm at right now, drops class mods and SMGs. So where I am right now is on Pandora is the Droughts. They have the increased chance of dropping more class mods and SMGs. That's where you want to go if that's what you're trying to do. Because a lot of SMGs and a lot of class mods are... Dang it, this one's still giving me less conflux. Because I'm trying to get a good phase Zerker mod. But it's not giving me what I want. But yeah, this is a place you want to go to if you want to get some class mods and SMGs. If you're looking for anything else, then Ascension Peak has sniper rifles, Devil's Razor has assault rifles and grenade mods, Conrad's Hold has SMGs, Splinterlands has pistols, Carnivora has assault rifles and shields, Guts of Carnivora has heavy weapons, and Cathedral of the Twin Gods has artifacts and shotguns. But if you want to see the more comprehensive list, then I got the site to see it pinned in the chat for you. So that way you can be prepared when the next planet is ready. It's like smoking, bad for health but creates addiction and is kind of pay to win. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. Alright, keep increasing my luck. And it did not take. You stole the whole Guardian point from me. So is 14.41? 14.91, is that the maximum I can achieve? Is that the maximum I can achieve for my Guardian rank points? If so, then might need to invest elsewhere. But no class mods here, at least none that I was looking for, so... And they kind of blew up my car, so I need to go back here. Okay. Actually, let me check my car. Okay, we didn't unlock anything. We didn't unlock anything for the card yet, but our 300 enemies with corrosive elemental weapons, that's still going nicely. And you know it would be a good location to go to in order to, you know, complete a good amount of these challenges? Slaughter Shaft. That would be a good place. But I'm still gonna work on trying to get a good class mod from here, though. It's a hard game, need a little lots of stuff. World of Tanks? I can imagine.
Just made a big mistake.
Hold still, you little twerp. Thank you. Undertaker. Aw, come on. That's the annoying thing about anointed enemy clusters. They should not be giving off a damaging beam if they're dead. Doesn't matter if their bodies are still uncrushed. They should not be giving off a beam, killing people if they're dead. But that's just a minor thing from me. Pay it no mind. Okay, nothing of value over here. As nice as the Nighthawken is. Consecutive or get out. I wonder, can I jump up here? It's not an important thing that I want to find out. I just want to see if I can. Nope. I've been denied the ability to jump up to high places. Alright, we got one more location with enemies, human enemies over there. And then they're gone until it takes about a good 30 minutes for them to respawn back in the location again. What's dropping today? Alright, Roranora. Pandora is the planet where more legendaries are going to drop. So, I got it linked and pinned in the chat for you to go view. But going through here, the droughts will be dropping class mods and SMGs more often. Ascension Peak will be dropping sniper rifles more often. Devil's Razor will be dropping assault rifles and grenade mods. Conrad's Hold will be dropping more SMGs. Splinterlands will be dropping more pistols. Carnivora will be dropping more assault rifles and shields. Guts of Carnivora will drop more heavy weapons. And Cathedral of the Twin Gods will be dropping artifacts and shotguns. So that's your lineup for Pandora. And the link I have in the chat, it's basically the same Loot the Universe locations as last year, because nothing has changed for Loot the Universe. It's all the same. So when when Promethea pops up, those locations that are listed in there will be the exact same for that as well. So nothing has really changed for Loot the Universe for leading up to year 2 for Borderlands. Alright, Cohagen, hope you enjoyed yourself while you were here. Happy hunting, good game. So you know me, I am technically on vacation, which means you guys are going to be seeing more streams from me for the next 4 days.
Barely worth the sweat.
I deserve this vacation, I really do. I don't go back to work until Monday, and I'm going to enjoy every single second of it. Please, please be... Okay, before I even go up to this class mod, please be a phase zerker that does not lower my conflux skill. Why would you do this? Please be a phase zerker. Why would you do this? You're making my job harder! Oh well. We'll just re-roll this location and see if we can actually get something good to drop for us. And actually, I'm probably gonna re-roll the modifiers on this place as well, because that damaging beam, yeah, that's annoying. I don't like that. What if I'm trying to loot and that beam just straight up kills me? And we get a Gatling gun. Do I want it though? I mean, I would prefer one that increases the damage. But there's also no guarantee that I'll find one with these stats again. I'm pretty sure there's a much better version, but I'll grab it just because. Okay, so now comes the testy part. I see why I'm not doing as much damage overall against enemies, but rather just on crit spots. The very hard holy crit modifier that's down there at the bottom. So what I'm going to go for is, let's see, Loot Explosion and Totally Radical, because Totally Radical really works well, because with radiation damage, and how it has the tendency to spread to nearby enemies. If I kill an enemy that's irradiated and they explode, then they just get more damage overall. And since my Amara is built for elemental damage and the conflict skill has a chance of procting whatever element I need, then it's not just radiation damage I'll be dealing to enemies. I could be using a radiation damage SMG versus an enemy that's immune to radiation damage, but my conflict skill will pretty much cause any other element to proc, causing even more damage to that enemy that is normally resistant and immune to whatever, the radiation weapon I'm using. So, Totally Radical is what I tend to go for. Loot Explosion and Totally Radical. Any of the other ones, I try to avoid Post-Mortem and Roguelite. On the off chance I get downed. That's what I tend to avoid. Okay, so let's see if we can get Loot Explosion and Totally Radical and some good bottom two skills. So Totally Radical was there in the second one, but it didn't have Loot Explosion. Loot Explosion, Floor is Lava. I hate that modifier. Loot Explosion, Totally Radical. And if not Loot Explosion, then Totally Radical and avoiding any of the bad bottom tier modifiers as well. So Totally Radical, totally. Okay, Big Kick Energy, Laser Flare, not the phase, crit damage is reduced. Let's avoid that one. I don't like any modifiers that reduce any damage that I do, period. Regardless if it's me hitting a critical spot or whatever. I don't like those modifiers, so I try to avoid them. Post-Mortem really isn't all that bad, since I tend to be powerful enough to kill, well, death whenever it spawns. So if that tends to be the modifier, then I'll just roll with it. I saw Totally Radical and I skipped it. They really like giving me pain tolerance and chilling them softly and floor tag, don't they? And mob mentality. Okay, Totally Radical, Big Kick Energy, Buddy System, Laser Flare. Enemies may be supported by an invulnerability drone which grants immunity to all damage until it is destroyed. this might actually not be all that bad. So let's try this out. Let's just see how annoying these invincibility drones are. Because I tend to not play with this modifier, so I can't say off the top of my head, for me personally, whether it's a really detrimental or if it's not even something I need to be concerned with. So hopefully we actually run into an enemy that has one of these drones. If we can take out the drone extremely fast without it, you know, impeding us in combat, then this might be the modifier that we roll with for the rest of the session, at least for my Amara. I'm going to switch over to my Moze and Zane to see how quick the... Alright, ain't no enemies here. Okay, we actually do need to quit out and then come back, because rerolling with mayhem does not respawn the enemies. Playing on the PS5 with fast load times. I can't tell you how many times I would have to carry on a whole full conversation waiting for this game to load up. But here, playing on the PS5, and the load times are less than 30 seconds? Oh yes, I'll take that. Alright, so please let one of you guys have a drone. Perfect! Perfect! Drone is inconsequential. And big kick energy means I'm doing more damage. Let's go! And no damaging beam from them? Okay, yeah, this is probably going to be the modifier we roll with. Yeah, this is going to be what we roll with. Consecutive hits, elong musket. Oh, wow, the damage is reduced. But there's no guarantee I'll run across a consecutive version of that weapon again. And we got a couple of class mods. Alright, let's see. Do we get a Phase Zerker? Elementalist. Introverted Breaker. Okay, so this actually increases my health and action skill cooldown rate. My melee Amara might be able to make use of that. Stark Devoted. Gorging Marathon Deadeye. And Arctic Dauntless Night Hawkin. Not exactly what I'm looking for. But at least I don't have that damaging beam, so this is actually a better modifier that I could have asked for. Invulnerability drones literally mean nothing if I can just kill them in seconds, so it's not even a bother. It's not even a bother. And no more damaging laser flare means that I can do all the damage I want to as close to the enemies as I want. Cryo spinners are not even an issue. So at the end of the day, I think I picked a good set that I can benefit from more than the detriments of the lower two skills, lower two modifiers. So this is actually good. This is actually good. I'll take that. I'm not an expert on Borderlands. That lies with, you know, Moxie and Killer 6 and Jolts Dude and whoever else does this professionally. But I do know good gear when I see it.
Ready? That one needed more training.
Doing what I love.
Alright, Binary Cutsman. Alright, we didn't get anything of value there. I need a good Phase Zerker. Do not deny me. You know what I desire. Alright, so let's see what these let's see what these people will give us.
Here you go. Roll for your face hole.
I'm gonna hold them forever. Absolute massacre.
See, that invulnerability drone wasn't so invulnerable, was it? They might as well not even be there.
Waste of my time.
It's like they're not even posing a threat to me. See, now my Amara looks even more powerful thanks to me changing out these modifiers. I'll pass on that. What was that? Excuse me, I'm looking at loot. Can you not? Thank you. People are rude. Alright, so Rocketeer, Phaserker. Okay, it lowers my conflux by 1, but I'd rather it not lower it at all. It lowers my... Ah, come on! Come on, really? Okay. Okay, phone. I was not even talking to you. Why are you searching for stuff? I never said anything. This lowers my conflux by 2, but it has the mods that it has the skills I would like to have on mine. Nimbus, Phaserker, conflux is lowered. Ugh. Why you make me not like you? All you gotta do is just give me what I want. Breaker mod. If I can get a breaker mod that has melee damage on it, that might actually help out with my melee Amara that I have. Needle gun. Ooh. But it has... Oh, why would you do that to me? Give me reduced damage? See, now I don't even want to pick you up. I don't even want to pick you up now. Whoa, where did you come from? I couldn't even see the marker because it was just filled with legendaries all over the place. All I heard was a noise and then her just landing right next to me. God. Wait a minute. Where did all of this money come from? Was there like a loot tank around here? Where did all this money come from? Yeah, there's like a trail of money all over the place. A loot tank had to have been here.
Weak. Warmed up.
Alright, don't need that. Don't need this either. Elementalist, just give me what I want, and your suffering will only be mildly painful.
One moment.
Fistful Dragon, weapon damage, shotgun damage. Excuse you! That's right, float towards me. And you're dead just by me blowing up the drone. See? That's what you don't want to do. Don't interrupt me when I'm in the midst of finding loot. If you kill me, I'm just gonna walk it off. I'm the only one who gets respawned. What's cracking? What's going on, CJ? Loot the Universe has returned for Borderlands. leading up to the year 2 anniversary of Borderlands 3. And today, well, we're just farming on... We are farming on Pandora to try and get myself a good class mod for my Amara to make her even more powerful than before. Because the one I have now, it's nice, but it doesn't exactly have the skills necessary to increase her already substantial amount of power. Because all of these stats, melee damage, grenade radius, and atlas weapon reload speed, does really nothing for the build that I have for her. It doesn't really emphasize elemental damage and action skill damage and weapon damage, period. So it's not what I would have wanted. So we're just kind of farming on here a little bit before we switch over to another character and see just how quicking the farming can be. So there were some phase Zerker mods over there, but none that piqued my interest. Sounds pretty cool so far. Oh, you know me, I can play Borderlands all day. And part of me is kind of looking forward to the War for Wakanda expansion for Avengers coming out next Tuesday. But I am not holding my breath for it to be, you know, game-changing. Sorry, some people seem to think that War for Wakanda is going to be the revival of the game, but it's... I mean, if the core problems of the game still exist, it's not going to be a revival, it's just going to be a band-aid. Just going to be a wet band-aid set on an open gash wound. Oh, cry me a river, I don't care. Just give me those class mods, that's all you're good for. Alright, Solitary Breaker. Phaserker. Why do you keep lowering? Why do you keep lowering my conflux skill? Don't lower it. I'll take whatever you can dish out, just don't give me a class mod that lowers my conflux skill. Oh, be quiet. Blast Maker, don't need that. Though I do need to look at Killer 6's build for his Do Everything Moze to see what class amount I need to get for her since I'm building a new one. I'm making a new Moze. I'm sorry, did you say something?
Another shall be revealed to me soon.
And disintegrated into dust. You know what? I'm gonna keep this mayhem modifier because this actually really works. There are far more beneficial things about these set of modifiers I have that I normally would have overlooked. Woven Nimbus. See, I need splash damage. I need that. Phase Zerker. Why? Why? Look at this! Weapon damage, action skill damage, and Jacob's weapon critical damage. What are the odds that it would only... You know what? I might take the one less point into conflux just so I could have this. Oh my goodness, what are the... I probably won't come across another one like this again. Because my conflux is up by 2. Well, up by 3, really. No, it's up by 2. What are the odds that I would come across something like this again? Now my conflux, it's been reduced to... Oh, I don't even have this skill maxed out. That's fine though. Let me check something. Let me check something real quick concerning this build. Make sure that I'm not putting the wrong thing into the points necessary in order to, you know, have her just burn everything. Hopefully anima is not detrimental to this build. Let me see. Class mod. Avoid anima if possible. As much clarity, conflux as you can get. Avoid anima if possible. Okay, so this does increase my elemental damage, but conflux tends to be exactly what people really want. Clarity and conflux. Let's just see how much of a difference using this actually does for us before we conclude that this is a horrible class mod to have. Let's just work with it just a little bit. You've been watching Transformers Prime and the new to Netflix episodes in Hunter x Hunter. If only you had some other ways to watch the 2002 version of He-Man as well. If only, because from what I hear, Kevin Smith done pretty much messed up the He-Man universe name. And apparently he doesn't know how to take criticism, or the fact that people don't like his show, so... poor Kevin Smith. Used to have the respect of so many people. Then when people say they don't like your stuff, you get throw a hissy fit. What a shame. See, I might just let it pass. I might just let it pass that I have reduced conflux when it comes to elemental damage, but the fact that it increases my weapon damage along with shotgun damage and pistol damage. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This isn't the same one I just picked up. This is it. Wow, I had the wrong one on. Okay. In that case, we need to get rid... This one raises my conflux, so I'm actually going to... This is the highest conflux class mod, along with a clarity that I was able to find. So you're getting starred, every other one is getting trashed. Simply because... Wait a minute, when did I have this one? Splash damage, action cooldown rate, increases my conflux, and keeps my... When did I get this one? Okay, you're getting starred. I might have to actually use you instead because of the splash damage. And increase the conflux. And it lowers the anima as much as possible. And, okay, I might need to use this one instead. Well, dang, I'm noticing that I got stuff in my inventory that could actually help me, and I ain't even paying attention to it. I'm doing myself a disservice not paying attention. He used to be better than that, yeah. People tend to be that way, but then when you're so knee-deep into Hollywood, and you let it start to change you, Silent Bob should have stayed silent. 8 million damage right there.
Even trying.
So actually, I think I have a good Phase Zerker mod. Splash damage, action cooldown rate, and increased weapon accuracy, which is actually going to be really good for me. I think this might be the best Phase Zerker mod I currently have my hands on right now that also has good skills that are on it. Yeah, this might be the best I can do for Amara currently at this point in time, as far as her skills are concerned. Now I just need to worry about making sure her weapons have the best possible anointments on them. That's the only thing. So since I have 2,266 iridium, let's go to Sanctuary, see if we can re-roll it a little bit. Before we go back, though, we're reducing this music. I was about to say music damage. What is this, Patapon? But I'm reducing the music so that way I don't get claimed when I go back to Sanctuary. I could have just gone to Sanctuary from the first menu instead of coming out of Planet. Transformers is also another great franchise to have another newer, more proper Muso game. Oh, can you imagine? Okay, so there's a lot of franchises I can imagine having a good Muso setup. Power Rangers would be a good one. Transformers would be a good one. Hunter x Hunter may be a good one. I know for a fact that possibly Fire Force and... what's another one? Fire Force... and I want to say Demon Slayer. There's another one I had in mind. Castlevania, the Netflix version. Oh, that would actually have a good one as well.
Is this thing on? Test. Hey, Vault Hunter, have we got an opportunity for you? You don't want to miss it.
Speaking of Fire Force, I really need to catch up on it. But Fire Force would be good. Black Clover would be good. Any anime where the characters have massive attacks that cover a super wide area, those would actually work well as Muso games. Naruto, obviously. Bleach, obviously. One Piece has shown that it can definitely make that happen. I got a lot of sniper rifles that I don't use for this character, but let's go ahead and sell what we have. And then drop all those sniper rifles we have in our bank. Since the last big update last hotfix that they released also increased the bank size. So let's get rid of the monocle, the Layuda, the Krakatoa. And we are good. Yep, we're good. Okay, so let's see if we can re-roll our current soul render for a much more beneficial anointment. I'm not going to go too crazy with it because I need to work on... Well, here's the thing. I don't need to worry about farming Iridium since later in September they're going to have the Show Me the Iridium event as part of the whole Loot the Universe and leading up to the anniversary of Borderlands, where you're going to get tons more Iridium than ever before. But it's a good thing to keep in mind that, you know, if you're looking to farm for that stuff, then you don't need to work too hard later. So, let's see. Please let the very first one I try to go for, please let it be extremely helpful to me. That looks helpful to me. On action skill N, the next two magazines will have 100% additional bonus corrosive damage on a weapon that already has corrosive damage on it. So even more corrosive damage. But here's the thing. I am very tempted to re-roll it because I kind of want to get consecutive. Even though it's not as powerful as it used to be, it's still a sought-after anointment. What do you guys think? Should I re-roll again? Or leave it as is? Because next to magazine type anointments is very good for this build since, you know, more elemental damage is always a good thing. But should I re-roll it or leave it as is? Because there's no guarantee that I'll have another next to magazines bonus corrosive damage anointment on action skill end for this weapon. You know what? I'll keep it. I will keep it. I will keep this. I will keep it the way it is. However, let us switch the roles on the Butcher. Because if I can roll it with the next two magazines deal elemental damage, then it will make this even more powerful than before. So, while Grasp is active, weapon damage is increased by 150, but what if I'm not using Grasp all the time? Got a pleasant surprise playing Samurai Warriors 5 a few days ago. Oh, do tell. Let's hope we get a good anointment. No. No! Ah! Why would you do this to me? Okay, we only got one more chance. Please let the next one be good. I'll take it. I'll take it! I used up every last bit of iridium that I had, but we got a 150/90 anointment for the butcher. Now, mind you, a consecutive would have been the more preferred option due to its fast fire rate. But I'll take that. I will take that. Now, the question is... Actually, how's my card looking right now? I need to kill more enemies, complete Slaughter Shaft, kill Princess Tarantella the second. I know where I need to go for that one. We need to go to the Splinterlands, I believe. Let's see if we can get something good from Princess Tarantella. Alright, let's turn the music back on since we're not on Sanctuary anymore. Alright, so we'll test out these weapons and see how good they are compared to how they were before. There you are. I'm in the middle of something, leave me alone. Who's garbage? You want to repeat that again? It turns out that Yasuke is finally playable in a Samurai Warriors game during the last chapter or so of Nobunaga's campaign on Muso mode. Finally, he should have been in a while back. Wow, that's good. Yasuke is finally a playable character in a game where Nobunaga exists. Now that's a good thing to hear. Okay, hive, full of bees. I don't think I ever got this rocket launcher before. But I'ma take it with me.
I'm feeling it!
Give me a ride. I just got that! Come back here! Come back! Don't you run! Come here! Come here! Come here! Let me in! Let me in! Stop blowing up the cars I'm trying to steal! Literally 2 moments where I could have gotten more parts for those vehicles, because I haven't got every single car part. But they're just getting in my way. Ooh, we're getting close to completing this. Still need to kill a certain number of enemies with corrosive weapons, though. So let's get back to that. Great, now it's just a long run right back. Let's go to the chop shop, because since we're here in the Splinterlands, pistols will be dropping more often. So let's see if we can get our hands on a good Maggie. Well, I'm just doing a lot of farming in different places. I'm actually glad that I got some good weapons for my Amara, and a phase Zerker mod that does more good than harm.
Stay away from my...
That's right, keep spawning them in. It's not gonna matter. You could be immune all day, it don't matter to me. Who cares about immunity? What does immunity mean to someone as powerful as me? See, bringing out that turret really didn't help you in the long run, did it? Are we done? Is that all you have? 13 people watching? Hello, everybody. If you come here to find out where the drops are, it is going to be in the chat. I have it pinned so you guys can know exactly where to go. Which map? I am on Pandora. Pandora is the first location for Loot the Universe. It's the same as it was last year. So if you would like, I can go down the list of what drops from where. So in the droughts, you can get class mods and SMGs. In Ascension Peak, you can get sniper rifles. In Devil's Razor, you can get assault rifles and grenade mods. In Conrad's Hole, you can get SMGs. In the Splinterlands, which is where I am right now, you can get more pistols, such as, legendary pistols. Carnivora will drop assault rifles and shields. Guts of Carnivora will drop heavy weapons, and Cathedral of the Twin Gods will drop artifacts and shotguns. That is your roster for Pandora up until the... Oh no, he crumbled before I could crush him! No! Up until the 19th. From now until the 19th, Pandora will be the big location to stick to if you're trying to get more legendaries from anywhere else. The next location will be Prometheus, but for now, it's in Pandora. But if you want a more comprehensive list, I have it pinned in the chat just for you. But man, he crumbled away before I could actually crush him and actually get what he had. And he was a big boy too. I missed out on that chance. I won't let it slip by me again. So to put it up in retrospect, all of Pandora will be dropping a bunch of legendaries. It's the places you go to that will dictate what type of legendaries will drop more often.
I can punch too, witch!
Who told you could have a Captain America shield up? No one gave you permission! Now die! Thank you. You stay right there. Alright, shocking AAA. Alright. Superfluous Thunderball Fist. No one uses this weapon. Let's see if we can get something better. All while I'm keeping an eye on my challenge card list. Ooh, we got a chest. Please be more keys. Yay! I'm getting closer to unlocking the Schluter artifact for Amara. I already have it out for Zane. I already have it for Zane, but I want to get it for Amara just so you can see how many legendaries can drop just by having that artifact active. But until that point, we're gonna keep killing these folks. Excuse me? Didn't last very long, did they? I love this butcher so much, it's so useful. There's nothing quite like having a shotgun that, for some strange reason, regenerates and keeps itself from using up ammo sometimes. I'm not even going to question how that works. I'm just going to accept it. Ooh, you jumped all the way over here. Who's the jumpy boy? Big kick energy causes a massive recoil, but that's easily compensated once you get the feel of it. Sorry, you don't get the luxury to off yourself. Okay, elemental projector safeguard, thunderball fists, gratifying breeder. That's nice and all, but I don't need them. Okay, we got guardian tokens. So increasing my luck won't go past 14.91. So let's actually put another point towards reducer recoil, which will make big kick energy less annoying, I want to say. It's not really annoying, but it'll just make it less so. But actually, hold on, let me turn my music down, because I'm going to switch over to another character. I think I have what I need for my Phase Zerker Amara that I have right now. I don't need to worry about getting her anything else, really. So we can quit out of here and pull up my Zane to see if we can get some good stuff for him.
A siren warrior, a mech soldier, Yes, that might. A covert operative returning home. Retired from a covert operative.
And frankly, for Zane, I don't really need to go out of my way to get incredibly powerful weapons for him, because as long as I have the Hellwalker with my clone build, I don't need anything. I don't need anything at all. But Zane is the only one I have the Schluter artifact on. So, there's that. Let's see. I kind of need to get rid of some weapons here and there. Some weapons I actually really don't need. Ooh, consecutive sprinkler. Some of these weapons, like these consecutive weapons, I am definitely gonna put on my Moze that I'm working with, because she's gonna basically be my bottomless mag build that I got from Killer 6. Where apparently she's so powerful, she not only regenerates a lot of ammo all at once, but is strong enough to take on pretty much all takedowns and pretty much all endgame content on her own without having to rely on Iron Bear far too much. So that's what I'm striving for. But now that I have the Schluter, let's actually go to, let's see, the Cathedral. Let's actually go to the Slaughter Shaft. Yes, because we're going to have more to work with if we go there. Let's go to the Slaughter Shaft, just so you guys can see how much of a difference the Schluter artifact makes. Now, mind you, it's only going to be world drops that it drops for me, but in the grand scheme of things, it's a ton of legendaries that'll just be dropping overall.
Player, welcome back! You up for another spot of slaughter, huh?
Plus, I need to complete this for a challenge, so...
Better this time than last. Play on!
Circle of slaughter! Let's fucking do this! Let's go another fucking round! Crush some shit!
Ah, not a bad Maggie. Action skills active, weapon damage increased by 100. Pardon me, just kind of looting over here, pay me no mind. Alright, burning breeder. Sometimes the clone needs a little bit of help. And sometimes it doesn't. So I'm not going to pick up any of these legendaries. We're just going to leave it right here and see how much fills up the map. Look at all those drops. Hot drop white elephant. Area of effect damage, corrosive damage, radiation damage. If it had melee damage on there, might be an alternative to the one I have on my melee Amara, but 'tis not the case right now. Oh no! Y'all killed my clones already! And you took out my, my drone as well. Well, my drone kinda drained out. Hold on. I still got my classics mods on here, right? Yeah, I do. I still have Seen Dead. Alright. Wait for my clone to come back. Because my clone does more damage than I do. There we go. That's much better. Thunderball Fist. Introverted Breaker. Are we breaking before he breaks? Alright, good. Soul Render is extremely good. Don't sleep on the Soul Render.
Better run from me.
I will now reward your badassery with this sick mouth guitar solo. Meow, 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 meow.
Yeah.
Singing songs about that one.
Oh, the round's over. Oh, I wasn't really paying attention. Alright, so we got quite a bit of legendaries here right now. I'm probably not going to pick up any of these. Unless they meet every criteria that I'm looking for either a class mod or a weapon itself. But that's the only real stipulation. And what is this one? Additional shock damage on this Soul Render, so I'm going to keep this one as is, because it's exceptionally helpful.
Use more fucking explosions!
Alright, so let's switch things up for my clone. Let's have him use the Soul Render now. Now you see how much damage I'm doing with the Soul Render. Now imagine this on a Moze who's constantly regenerating her own magazine. Endless Soul Render. Endless render!
Ferocity is my middle name. Then ferocity.
Alright, we got the Duke, or the Duck. I don't know how to pronounce this weapon's name. Shocking AAA. Ooh, Rowan's Call! I'll take that one. I'm just picking up the spoils at this point. Alright, let's see what we got here. Ah, consecutive. I always look for consecutives. I'll always take consecutives. Excuse you, I'm trying to loot over here. Stop being rude. Transformer. more than meets the eye. Alrighty then. Another good round. Plenty of legendaries. Only grabbed like 1 or 2 of them since they kind of appealed to me. Consecutive weapons I will definitely keep an eye out for. Because at some point or other, my endless Moze is going to reach level 72. And she's going to definitely need these weapons that can do so much damage when they have consecutive on them. That's kind of what I'm really looking for. Commander Planetoid. If it actually had additional melee damage on it, I would consider it. But it does not. I'll wait until my skills haven't... And look at all these legendaries I got up here. Slaughter Shaft is so nice. So this actually has reduced weapon damage. If it has a negative on it, I try to avoid it as much as I can. Dastardly Tidal Wave. The Lob. That was one of the first ones that actually dropped, so pay it no mind. Stormfront. Nuclear Jericho. I don't use rocket launchers all that often. Let's make sure we're topped off on ammo before we start. Because my clone can basically use whatever weapon I have in my inventory and it'll just wreck shop with all of them. Even if some people consider the said weapon to be kind of useless, my clone will make it not useless. But we're good. I'm not going to worry about anything else. I'm pretty sure we're good everywhere else.
Get ready for some more pandemonium!
So let's try with the needle gun this time.
Be distracting, will you?
Wait a minute. This isn't the needle gun. This is the troubleshooter. Identifies the weakness of each target and modifies the elemental type accordingly. And this one is just the basic one you get from the second vault card. I don't even have the keys necessary to try and re-roll it for something else. If I could get this thing with consecutive on it, because it makes it so that it knows what weaknesses an enemy has and it will essentially, like, see how it went from having fire? It saw that he had a shield and then shifted the bullets to shock to get rid of the shield. Then as soon as his health went down, it shifted the bullets to be pure, now it's corrosive to get rid of his armor. And now it's switched to fire in order to get rid of his health. This is a weapon that is basically your one-stop shopping for never having to switch to another elemental weapon, even if the damage on it is not all that great. Now, mind you, this is still an unanointed version, so it's not even reached its full potential.
Everybody gets bullets!
Even my clone can make use of it, even though it's not where it needs to be damage-wise. Oh, ain't that cute? It says he's immune. When has that ever worked? When has that ever worked for any enemies? We're immune to damage. I forgot the part where that's my problem. That's right, come down to the floor with the rest of us. Gooba Gaba, one of us. Kind of running out of assault weapon ammo though. And out of ammo. What is the Loot the Universe? Okay, so Loot the Universe is basically an ongoing event that's happening right now, Sheena, where throughout the week, and I believe it resets, if I'm looking at this correctly, it resets every Thursday, leading up to September 9th? Oh no, leading all the way up to the day of the anniversary of Borderlands. Select planets will drop more legendaries than any other place. So what that means is, since I'm on Pandora right now, there are going to be more legendaries that drop, and certain regions on Pandora will have certain drops that drop more often than anything else. So that means that on certain regions, if you want to go after a certain type of gun, then there are certain places you can go to in order to have those drop more than anything else. So if you want to get pistols, for example, then you'll go to the Splinterlands, and then whatever legendaries drop, there's a massive increased chance of them being more legendary pistols for you. If you want shields, then you go to Carnivora. And when you're getting legendaries from that place, there's a higher chance that even more shields will drop than that. There's a chance that the legendaries that drop will be shields, legendary shields for you. So Loot the Universe is basically Gearbox telling us, go out there and start farming and just kill all types of enemies. Not just bosses, but basic enemies have a chance to drop it as well. And, named enemies and hard and difficult enemies, they have an increased chance of dropping legendaries as well. So if you're just going through a whole map, just killing the hardest enemies you can find, then they're going to be dropping a lot of legendaries. And depending on whatever location you are at, it'll have a set chance, it'll have a set type of drop for you. So up until the 19th of August, Pandora is going to be the planet you go to in order to get a whole bunch of different loot. Next, after the 19th, it's going to be Promethea, and it's going to be going through all the major planets leading up to the 2-year anniversary. So you're going to have Pandora, you're going to have Promethea, then after that will be Eden 6, and then after that will be Necrotafeo. It's not going to be covering any of the DLC locations, it's just going to be covering the locations of the main game. So Pandora, Promethea, Eden 6, and Necrotafeo are all 4 planets of where this whole Loot the Universe is going to be happening. So that's basically too long didn't read. Loot the Universe is a big event where you're going to get a whole bunch more loot by planet hopping. I am so sorry if I couldn't, if it took me that long just to explain it in shorter words, but Loot the Universe is basically Gearbox saying, go out there, have fun, and loot and get more stuff than ever before. I have a tendency to do that. I have a tendency to go into long explanations and then say it in a short way directly after. I apologize for that. Okay, so this troubleshooter SMG, probably not the best option for him. I'm probably going to have to go back to using my shotgun again. So I'll wait for him to respawn. I'll wait for my cooldown to happen. And actually, I'm just using the Schluter just to show you just how many legendaries you can get by using this. 1,000% increased chance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to the little Yeetie. So let's see when my clone comes back. Let's actually see how my clone can do with basically this game's noisy cricket.
No, not me! Shoot him!
Now this isn't end game damage I'm doing with this little Yeetie. Even though my clone is, you know, holding their own using this. It's just that my shotgun tends to do so much more damage. Hey, we got Guardian tokens. Alright, so let's put this into recoil reduction. There we go. Alright, time to retreat for a little bit until my skills replenish. Who's hitting me from over here? Oh, it's that dude. Don't worry, I got a little surprise for you. There you go. And like that, everything just dies when I use this shotgun with my clone. It's unfair, I know, but I mean, that's the whole point of this game, is to be incredibly powerful. You got a god roll of nose. Congratulations, Sheena! Never let that thing go. Star it and favor it if you can. Always go for the god rolls. See, this is how you do a good looter game. I mean, granted, sure, god rolls are good, but as long as they're on good weapons. Because, if I remember correctly, the Linoge is not exactly an endgame weapon that people tend to put in their builds.
Got any more?
Look, I got a Linoge as well. I got one with consecutive on it. What are the odds? That's a good roll to have on a rapid fire weapon. Uh-oh. What's going on with my laptop? Is everything good? Is the stream still going? I got concerned there for a moment. I was beginning to believe that something had happened to the stream because it froze up for 1 quick second and I couldn't tell what just happened. Are we still good? Yeah, it looks like we're good. We're good. We're good. All right, tons of legendaries. Ooh, Lucian's Call. See, if I could re-roll this, actually, yes, I actually need this. I'll take it. Because with my new Moze that I'm working on, she's going to be doing a large amount of incendiary damage. This is incendiary. And all I really need to do is just shift around the anointment on it so it can do consecutive hits. This might actually be a good one for her. Since she's basically going to be, you know, my bottomless mag Moze, where she's just going to be firing forever. Whatever consecutive type weapons I can get my hands on, especially good ones, and if they're... Wait, the Lucian's Call is not a Jacob's, though. But it has the ability to return bullets back to you. So if I can get consecutive on this... Yes, this is definitely going to my Moze. Any large magazine type weapons I can get my hands on, and if they have consecutive on them, they are going to my Moze. Kinda need to work on my flak at some point, but that'll be at some point. I just got a ton of legendaries. It's going to take a minute to just shift through them. We're good, though. Oh, wait, am I? Hold on. This is my chance to refill on ammo before we go knee deep into it again. Yeah, let's make sure we're topped off on ammo completely. Alright, let us continue.
Get the fuck to it already!
Here there, good looking. You wanna think twice?
Cunning wagon wheel. Might need to put the same modifiers I had for my Amara on my Zane as well. Oh, be quiet. Come down here. Come down here. You're not killing me. You're just not killing me, bruh. See, I tried to warn him. I tried to warn him.
Chili recipe dies with me.
There you go. Smell it, smell it. Now take it. That's for you. No you don't. 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 Get away from there. Get away from there. Ah. You just had to try and build a turret, didn't you? Oh. There you go. Have fun. Such random lines. I mean, they are psychos. It'd be strange if their words weren't random.
Death comes for us all. You first.
Dying.
Okay, I believe I only picked up 2 legendaries. Now, if I was playing this on the PS4, the frame rate would start to get affected just a little bit due to the amount of loot that's just sitting here.
teach you how to fight! Operation.
Oh, can't decide who to shoot at. Oh, what a shame. Soul Render, still as OP as ever. Well, more OP than it was before. I don't think I'm gonna need that one. Oh, my drone's offline. I never noticed. What are you shooting at? There we go. Alright, what do we get? Dueling wagon wheel and a firestorm. Not that I need it, but...
Wait, what am I talking about? Of course you did! You're a fucking badass!
What happened to your hand? What happened to your body? Wait, is this only his arm that's left? Oh, I see it now. I see it. Leg, chest, and then massively oversized arm. Okay. So look at my map. Look at how many legendaries are sitting around here because of this Schluter artifact I have on. I don't even have an artifact on that makes me do more damage. I just have an artifact that makes more legendaries drop. And I already got 2 legendaries I know I'm going to use on another character, so all's well that ends well. Alright, so we only got 1 more round to go. Also, welcome, Mikey Sr. If this is your first time here, I hope you enjoy yourself. Just messing around with Borderlands today. Today is the start of my 4-day vacation, so expect me to be doing a lot of streaming. Oh, I cannot wait. I've been looking forward to this for weeks. 4 days off, 4 straight days off from work, and I get to chill and relax and actually sleep consecutively at night instead of it being one or the other. I've been looking forward to this for a nice long while. Hey, Speedload and Hellwalker dropped. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Is this the exact same one that I have? Okay, I got worried. Will one of them be another voice stream? Yes, it will. Because I still owe you Judge Frollo and the other guy. I forget the other guy that you wanted me to do along with Judge Frollo. You asked me about Judge Frollo later after that one guy, but I forget exactly who you wanted me to do. I already did Asval. But you asked me to do one specific character and then Judge Frollo after him. I'm just trying to remember. Ooh. Action skill and additional cryo damage. Might give that to my Faye Zerker Amara so she can just burn everybody to death. Okay, we're good. We're good. Let's just go ahead and finish up this slaughter shaft. and then we'll go someplace else.
Get ready for some fucking action! New round! Go!
Go get him, Zoomer!
Pardon me, I'm just checking my phone real quick.
You got a dead
My clone can take care of everything. I don't even need to look at my screen to know that everyone is dying. Thought I was the only one on Earth that had seen "You don't mess with the Zohan." Kudos to you. Come on, he has some of the best lines. I can't tell you how many times I was playing games. I was like, "Here comes the double foot." Ooh, got a lot of big names over here. I mean, it's not gonna make much of a difference. You better be glad my Moze isn't in here, because you would never have a chance to even spawn. That's how powerful she is. My Moze is the most powerful character I have for this game. With her build, she is beyond ridiculous. Give it a sec. Give it a sec. There we go. You may knock me down, but I don't stay down for long. Especially if my clone is here. Now you can play with him. Judge Frollo, as well as some of the characters from Wild Arms and some others. Judge Frollo will be my focus. I've been singing his song a whole bunch of times already. Hey, Biggin! What's going on, Biggin? Use a Biggin. I gotta keep their bars filled up, so that way my clone can stay out, because I kind of need my clone to keep killing people. And my clone is gone. So here's the thing about the Seeing Dead mod. It's good, but it has diminishing returns the longer you use it. So it gets to the point where even after massively shooting people hundreds upon hundreds of times, at some point... Oh no, I'm gonna kill you, and then my clone's gonna come back, and then you're all gonna die. My clone's back, you're all gonna die. Later!
Get him!
Ooh, let me pick up all this iridium. Now, mind you, I don't need to focus on picking up iridium and really farming for it, because the Show Me the Iridium event is going to be happening at the as we get into September. So that's where the real farming is going to start. Introverted breaker, splash damage, damage reduction, shock resistance. Ooh, this might be a good one for my melee. Have I seen the latest JoJo Stone Ocean trailer? I have not. I still need to watch that. And actually, I need to fully finish Golden Wind. I dropped off watching it, I want to say a couple of months ago, and I still need to catch up. I'm at the episode where they're trying to find out why this weird boulder with a number on it keeps following one of their members. And that's where I left off. I'm still in Golden. I still need to finish the last few episodes of Golden Wind. Soul Render has no business being as powerful as it is, but I'm happy it is regardless. I'm tired of, you know, people telling Gearbox, hey, this is way too powerful, this has no business being this powerful, please nerf this, and never wondered, dude, it's a PvE game. Stop telling them to nerf stuff. That's why the Schluter is now gives you an additional 1,000% legendary drop chance rather than the 100,000 legendary drop chance it had beforehand. Because I believe Moxie said something about it, and then all of a sudden, within like a couple of hours, Gearbox nerfed it into the ground. Now, mind you, it's not so nerfed. It's not so nerfed where it's not functional anymore. But, I mean, it was nerfed because someone said something about, hey, you're getting too much loot in this game that encourages you to get a bunch of loot. So, you know, ridiculous. Back to it. Oh, yo, yo, yo. Yo, 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 yo. Woo. I ain't gonna be singing. I'm not gonna be doing a full concert. I'm not. Okay, you see how full this place is starting to get full of legendaries over and over again. Omae wa mou shinderu. Alright, what did we get? Whoa! Thank you. I was about to say, what just happened? What hit me? I don't even know what hit me. This soul render is just so good! Oh my goodness, it's just so good! Flank them from one side. That's good tactics. Hey, do we got some bosses spawn in over there? Oh, I'm out of ammo. That's not good. That means I have to resort to my stronger weapons! Ah! Will he be dead before I get up there? Oh, you're still chasing me! Doom 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 da 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 da. Oh, I didn't even have to bring out my clone. Wow, I didn't even have to bring out my clone. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the Slaughter Shaft. We survived all 5 rounds. And if we were to... Too bad I can't zoom in on the map itself. I'm going to try and position myself at an angle so you all can see just how widespread it is. Because the higher I go, the more far out the map will go. So if I go up here, I believe that would probably be the best spot that I can kind of go to. Okay, and I can't change the perspective on the angle of the mini-map itself, so I kind of want to get as high as I can.
Ooh.
Maybe I can I jump there? Can I jump there? Ah! Okay, so... Well, you guys can see it, but I got like messages popping up with whatever you guys are saying in chat. So you can kind of see that there are just a ton of legendaries everywhere. Just everywhere. This is what the Schluter can do. And this is what the Schluter artifact can do after it was nerfed. Imagine having 100,000 1,000 increased legendary drop chance. On top of this, when Moxie did it, when he killed Grave Ward with the Schluter artifact, Grave Ward dropped 9 legendaries at once. So yeah, just imagine how full of legendaries this place would be if Gearbox didn't nerf all of this. And I'm not gonna lie, even though most of these are world drops, well, pretty much all of these are world drops, they're not dedicated drops. You can't get any dedicated drops with this Schluter artifact active. But some of these drops are actually quite good. Like I got a Lucian's Call that I can turn into a consecutive if do I have the Iridium for that? Do I have enough? 2,000. Yeah, I got more than enough Iridium. And mind you, I don't even have the artifact on to increase the amount of Iridium that I can get. So yeah, this is the Slaughter Shaft, and this is how full of legendaries your entire map can be. Just look at my mini-map. Just look at my mini-map just a little bit. It won't cover everything, but what it shows is that you can walk away with quite a lot. Which is a good thing. It's an exceptionally good thing. Got some good stuff. Let me make sure I picked up every piece of Iridium that's around here. It's a shame that it doesn't automatically pick up any Iridium that is on the ground that you missed if you travel to another location. That could have been better. Cunning Wagon Wheel. Not too many weapons with consecutive on them. The Flood doesn't have it. Gatlin Lead Sprinkler. Even though the world drops, there are some good world drops in here. I picked up 2 of them already. Dueling Wagon Wheel. Grenades, I don't need too much of. But all in all, nice haul. Oh, we got a chest here. What do we get? Roaring Bear Trooper, assault rifle damage, dull weapon reload speed, and Hyperion weapon reload speed. Hold on, I need to check and see what Killer 6 was using for his bottomless Moze build to see what class mod I need to be going after. Give me one quick second. I wanna know. Can you show me? Oh, wait. Are you using a Blastmaster? So I need to get my hands on a Blastmaster mod. Alright, I know what to go after next. So now, as soon as we turn this in, we'll pretty much do all the challenges for the Vault card for today. And we'll switch over to Moze and see if we can get our hands on a Blastmaster mod. If we can get our hands on a good one. Bye-bye, entire environment full of loot.
Well, you survived the onslaught. I must say I'm surprised. Really thought we were going to get your heretic ass that time. Oh well, here's your prize money, player.
Alright, so... 1 second. Alright, I'll be right back. Let me just put on Moze, and then we'll continue on from there. Okay, I'm back. Just talking to family since they're well, never mind. But just talking to family real quick. So I don't have enough keys to re-roll the troubleshooter so it can have an actual anointment on there. Vault card rewards available. Oh, right. I still need to claim this. Alright, so I have Firestone as a room decoration. Alright. So that is it for Zane. We'll quit out, and then we'll go to Moze. And since we need a Blastmaster class mod, it would appear. I don't know why this video keeps popping up ads, even though I'm just unpausing it. It's weird.
It covers up a mech soldier. Yes.
Hey, hi.
Wait, did Claptrap just pop up out of nowhere?
Retired a mech soldier. Yes, that might.
That's the first time I've ever seen Claptrap just pop up out of the corner like that before.
A mech soldier.
This is the Moze I'm building up to be the endless Moze. This is the one I use to just destroy everything instantly.
I have a new opportunity for you vis-a-vis shooting and killing things. Come to my lab.
Okay, so he's using a Blastmaster, and he's also using a reinforced flare mod. Let me find out where this flare mod actually comes from. Alright, has a chance to drop from Evil Mordecai in Castle Crimson in Krieg's Mine. Sweet. Awesome. At least I know where to get it. Alright, back to the farm. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Pandora, we're going to go to the droughts because there's a chance of dropping class mods, and see if we can get a good Blastmaster for my Moze that I'm working on. That is not my actual laugh. It's just the laugh I tend to do whenever I'm doing something that feels even remotely devious. Oh ho 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 ho! Man, people are doing their best to try and get their hands on some more PS5s, aren't they? Alright. And as you can see here, my Moze is made to be like a commandant, well, not a commandant, but a commissaire. Moze is made to look like a commissaire, high in ranking in the Iron Bear army of Vledov. And with new skin that comes with Vault Card 2, makes gun look engraved, white ivory, with hints of gold, and golden trimming and engravings along gun. A lot better than solid gold skin you get when you get to the game. I did not do my first Mayhem 11 Malawan takedown. My clone did it. Oh, Sheena, I ain't gonna be ashamed to say it. My clone did most of the work whenever I did any of the takedowns. My clone did most of the work when I took down Hemovores. My clone does most of the work, period, when it comes to dealing damage. My clone takes all the credit. I ain't ashamed to say it. Because even though I do damage on my own, When am I looting? I'm in the process of it. I've already looted a lot with Amara at the beginning of this stream, and I already just got out of a slaughter shaft using the Schluter artifact for Zane just a couple of minutes ago before you came in. And now I'm trying to look for a good class mod for a second Moze that I'm building up. Stop crying. Stop that crying. Also, hello, Jessica. Hope you enjoy yourself while you're here. I gotta get rid of this anointment. That anointment is annoying. The damage beam. Stop hiding, you little munchkin! Where'd you go? Where'd you go? There you go. Paradon! You'll see no mercy from me! Deal with this. No! Iron Bear! I need a hand! Kill them! Kill them! Kill them, please! If you would be so kind. Thank you! Oh, that was too close. That was actually cool. Too close. And a legendary drop back there. And another one. Okay, which is this? Entrenched Bloodletter, damage reduction, Turbo Gallon. Not the mods that I want. Ooh! Rocketeer, however. No, I need Blastmaster. Stop that crying. We got more class mods. Blastmaster? Nah, Minesweeper. Also, CJ, about that whole Tim Drake situation, I honestly don't know. Granted, I don't care because Dick Grayson is my Robin. Everyone else is just, you know, the next sidekick. But, I don't know. Seems like comics just want to just wants to do that with every one of their characters because, I don't know, they want to... you know what I think it is? I think it's because since comics are not being as popular as they were before in comparison to like manga, they're doing everything they can to get everyone from every walk of life to try and get into their comics. So they're going to turn characters, they're going to switch up how characters were beforehand just so they can appeal to more people simply because comics are just not selling anymore. So that's just a marketing tactic to try and get more people to buy their comics. Because I bet you if comics were actually doing well, they wouldn't have done that to Tim Drake. I bet you anything. Ooh, what is this? Cutsman. Okay, that's Bear Trooper. Vanquisher. 10 gallon. Hey! I'm looting here! Where you at? Where you at? Who's shooting? Is that you? I see you. So the decision I believe it was made for Tim Drake is because, not that it makes sense because it doesn't make sense, but simply because they want to include people, they want to include more people into buying their comics simply because the comics themselves are not selling as much as they used to. Like when you have comics like I Am Not Starfire, and then you expect to keep people invested into your series of comics, it's like, Are you tone deaf? People don't buy comics for a self-insert fanfiction. They buy it because they want to see our favorite superheroes' adventures expanded upon. I couldn't care less about the daughter of Starfire because, firstly, she's a bad character. They don't make her likable, they just make her just as cringy as possible. It's basically the writer in comic form, and nothing is really appealing about Starfire's daughter. What is her name? I don't even know her name. So I feel like people make these characters simply for, if they're like a creator, then they do it for self-inserts, to try and feel like they're doing something innovative even when they're not. And when they do stuff like that to Tim Drake, they're probably doing it just because their comics aren't selling as well anymore, so they're trying to include everybody. And when you include everyone, you appeal to no one. Because they're only doing it just because it's the popular thing to do in comics nowadays. Not because it makes sense, not because it has any narrative significance, but because it's the thing that's popular right now. That's the only reason. Sorry if it sounds a little bit blunt, but that's the truth. Which is why Japanese comics and manga are doing far better than comics, because they frankly don't care about any sort of political views or worldviews or anything like that. They just make good stories, and they couldn't care less if people were interested or not. Now, granted, people are massively interested because, you know, Japanese comics know how to appeal to everyone and not exclude too many people. Now, some people will get offended, and you'll find them on Twitter mostly, but at the end of the day, Japanese comics are winning out over regular Western comics simply because they focus on making good stories and good characters. They're not trying to please one specific group of people just because society says so. They do it because they're good at it. That's how American comics used to be. It's not like that anymore. Now it's all, well, if you support this person, then you might want to read this comic. If you support that person, you might want to read this comic.